So today we will be talk about top 5 adventure movies with their IMDb rating, which you would really like to watch, so please watch till end and don't forget to subscribe. Number 1. In this movie's Red Notice, an Interpol agent tracks the world's most wanted art thief. When an Interpol-issued Red Notice, the highest level warrant to hunt and capture the world's most wanted, goes out. The FBI's top profiler, John Hartley Dwayne Johnson, is on the case. His global pursuit finds him smack dab in the middle of a daring heist where he's forced to partner with the world's greatest art thief, Nolan Booth Ryan Reynolds, in order to catch the world's most wanted art thief, the Bishop Gal Gadot. The high-flying adventure that ensues takes the trio around the world, across the dance floor, trapped in a secluded prison, into the jungle, and, worst of all for them, constantly into each other's company. Number 2. This movie is based on Disneyland's theme park ride, where a small riverboat takes a group of travelers through a jungle filled with dangerous animals and reptiles, but with a supernatural element. 1916. Dreaming about saving countless lives and having another adventure, the feisty English feminist and doctor of botany, Dear Lily Houghton, embarks on a peril-laden mission to change the world. Along with her fashionable brother, McGregor, Dr. Houghton enlists the help of the arrogant, wisecracking riverboat skipper, Captain Frank Wolf, to guide them through the serpentine Amazon River in L'Aquila, his swift wooden boat. Now, as the intrepid trio ventures deeper and deeper into the heart of an impenetrable green maze, searching for something that cannot be found, a centuries-old curse, and the ruthless aristocrat, Prince Joachim, threaten to put an end to their ambitious plans. And, sooner or later, the jungle always wins. Is it true that the Spanish conquistador, Don Aguirre, was lost in the same godforsaken part of the world? Number 3. In this movie Jumanji. Welcome to the jungle in a brand new Jumanji adventure. 4 high school kids discover an old video game console and are drawn into the game's jungle setting, literally becoming the adult avatars they chose. What they discover is that you don't just play Jumanji, you must survive it. To beat the game and return to the real world, they'll have to go on the most dangerous adventure of their lives, discover what Alan Parrish left 20 years ago, and change the way they think about themselves, or they'll be stuck in the game forever, to be played by others without break. Number 4. In this movie Journey to the Center of the Earth, Professor Trevor Anderson receives his teenager nephew Sean Anderson. He will spend 10 days with his uncle while his mother, Elizabeth, prepares to move to Canada. She gives a box to Trevor that belonged to his missing brother, Max, and Trevor finds a book with references to the last journey of his brother. He decides to follow the steps of Max with Sean, and they travel to Iceland, where they meet the guide Hanne Asgeirsson. While climbing a mountain, there is a thunderstorm and they protect themselves in a cave. However, a lightning collapses the entrance and the trio is trapped in the cave. They seek an exit and falls in a hole, discovering a lost world in the center of the earth. Number 5. In this movie's Journey to the Mysterious Island, the 17-year-old Sean Anderson receives a coded signal, and his stepfather Hank helps him to decipher the message. They find that Sean's grandfather Alexander Anderson has found the mysterious island in the Pacific described by Jules Verne and 2 other writers in their novels. The stubborn Sean wants to travel to the coordinates, and Hank decides to buy the tickets and travel with the teenager to a small island nearby the location. They rent an old helicopter owned by the locals, Gabato and his teenage daughter Kailani, and the group heads to the unknown spot. Along their journey, they cross a hurricane and crash in the island. They find a beautiful and dangerous place, surrounded by forests, volcanoes with lava of gold, and menacing life forms. They meet also the old Alexander, and Hank discovers that the island is sinking. Now their only chance to survive is to find the legendary Nautilus,